Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm here with Amy Neidig. She has her master's in adult ed, and she is a online professor for Avila University. She teaches math. She's one of my favorite people. And given her credentials, I thought it'd be great to sit with her today and talk a little with you guys and with her about online safety. So for starters, let's just get right into it. What is online safety to you, and why is it important?
Online safety means a lot of things to me. Online safety, in a personal sense, is protecting me and my family. So I am very careful not to give out, say, my address. All my social media accounts are locked down, where people can't friend me or get a hold of me or see what I do. I have a Google Voice number that I use for my students. So that I'm not giving out any personal, and it's actually a Washington state number for them to contact me. So it's a way that I can protect my family, and I can protect myself. If you're good at the internet, I might be easy to find, but generally I want to make myself a harder to find. Because I teach math at a liberal arts college. No one wants to take math.
Yeah.
I can't make it not be math. And some people have very strong opinions about what I teach. I don't take it personally, but sometimes they do. So I want to always make sure that I'm safe and my family's safe. Then I have to keep my students safe. We actually have to take a training in order for us to be insured at Avila about online scams. And then we get an email of the scam of the week.
Yeah.
And so I have to be very careful, because if I accidentally give someone access to my students' information, to my information, which they could get into the system, I'm breaking federal law.
Yeah.
So, but I need to protect those students who have maybe accommodations, those who have disabilities. That information is protected, and it should be protected.
It should, definitely.
And so I have to be very careful about online safety. For instance, I have a lab that's done in the discussion board. It was made that way for me before I took over the class, but I do not answer or respond in the discussion board. I do all my responses in the gradebook, because I even want to protect my students online from the other students.
For sure. I know that there's, it can be a hard place to navigate. So what are some of your do's and don'ts of online safety? What are some things you'd recommend doing? What are some things that you'd recommend against?
Well, I can tell you that if you ever get an email that says all employees are required to do this, you need to be very careful before you click on anything. You need to check and see who it came from. And so I just got one recently, and it was from an Avila email address. However, the faculty email addresses and the student email addresses are set up differently.
Yeah.
So I could tell that it came from a student address that had probably been compromised. So I didn't click on that link. I also figured out how to report spam, suspicious things in Microsoft Office, so I don't have to open them. And so it can be vetted by the IT department. If there is something that looks like it might be legitimate, I still don't click on the link. I go straight to the website and put in my credentials and look. And then and still, if I have questions, I will physically call the people and verify that, yes, this is something that I need to do, because, like I said, the last thing I want to do is put in the information that would give a security breach on my students' information.
And I know we've talked a lot in the past about being a hard target and not a soft target when it comes to people that may not have your best interest in mind. And I think digitally that's like one of the most important spaces to take that caution in, because, at the end of the day, right, someone can't abuse a piece of information if they don't have it, right?
Right.
And so it's very important to, you know, have discretion with what you put online and with what you do not put online. And I think it's, I think it's very nice that we have industry professionals like you who have been around for, longer than it looks, and who know the ins and outs, and can, you know, educate some of us aspiring educators on how to be safe, not only for our sake, but for the sake of our students and for the sake of our families. So I just want to say thank you very much for joining me today, and I wish you all the best.
Thanks for having me.